So has anybody been under the false impression that we're a country of laws and not a country of men? Yeah, but what happens when the law is completely ignored by the most powerful office in the country, pretty much the world, the President of the United States? The myth that we have is that no one is above the law. Really? The reality is that one man, the President of the United States, the executive of this country, just told the Supreme Court, I don't care. And nothing has happened. It's been 7 days since Abrego Garcia should have been home. Still ain't here. The President of the United States told him to get stuffed. So what do we do? Well, let's check out the facts of the whole matter. The facts of the matter is Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who's a U.S. resident. He was black bagged and abducted and taken to a foreign country and thrown into a torture prison for shits and giggles. The Supreme Court ordered the Trump administration, get him back here, and you have until the 23rd of April 2025 to do it. And what happened after that? Not a damn thing. The administration missed the deadline intentionally, said they claimed various privileges to dodge compliance, like, oh, there's attorney-client privilege. Who? Government secrets. Who? What government secrets? For deporting someone illegally against the Constitution and the law without due process. What government secrets are you talking about? Executive privilege. Why does the executive office get to just deport people randomly for no reason whatsoever? Because some made up ass thing. Why? No? Nobody wants nothing? Okay. And general state secrets. What state secrets? They've yet to explain any of these things. And multiple judges have called them out. They've said, hey man, one judge said, hey, this is obstruction. This has been done in bad faith. And you guys are willfully refusing to obey the fucking law. I'm not going to butcher this judge's name, but I think it's Paula Zenas. Screwing that up, I'm sure. The Fourth Circuit Court said, Trump's position is shocking. And what they mean is, this is bullshit, Geraldo. Yeah, you need to follow the law. We're the judges, the courts. What's wrong with you? He don't care. A D.C. judge found probable cause to hold Trump and the Trump administration in criminal contempt for what they're doing. Where are the handcuffs at? I don't see any handcuffs. Anybody got handcuffs? No, I don't see the handcuffs coming. I would be getting the handcuffs for criminal contempt, but where are the handcuffs for Trump? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Rich white guy. So what's the biggest problem here? Or a bigger problem is that the Trump administration has denied the judicial branch the right to be the judicial branch and say, hey, you need to do this. Your defiance of us and by denying us the right to tell you that, hey, you can't do this, that's defiance. Why ain't he in jail? Where are the handcuffs? Multiple court orders. He's defied and said, screw you. He's defied the U.S. Constitution as well. Why is no one holding this man accountable? Does he have something on all these people? Or are they afraid? Or are they just fucking incompetent? Better yet, are you stupid or incompetent? Probably both. So what's been our congressional response? Little to none. We've had one congressional member stand up and say, I'm filing these orders of impeachment right now. Yay! Fantastic. What about all the rest of you? Now, I'm not going to ruin this guy's name because, I have a hard time with names. But this one person said, okay, and I think Al Green has also spoken about it as well. But what about the rest of you? What about the rest of you? Why aren't you doing your jobs? No major movement from the House or the Senate whatsoever has come forth or been presented. Like a bunch of people are getting together saying, yeah, we need to do this. None of them have stepped forward and said, yeah, let's impeach this guy. Why? What are we waiting on? So this raised the question, is our Congress afraid to act? Or are they just fucking incompetent? I'm probably going with the incompetence part on this one. So what does this mean for our democracy? What it means is we're in fucking trouble. If the courts are denied, if Congress won't act, then who's going to enforce the laws? Who's enforcing the law? I can't do it. I'm not a cop. I don't like beating people and kneeling on their necks. So, yeah, that's just not my thing. But who's going to enforce the laws when it comes to the president? So what happens when the executive branch becomes immune to accountability, immune to the law, immune to the Constitution, immune from any ridicule or prosecution whatsoever? What's our step? What do? How do we fix this? Sans people running out in the street with guns and taking out politicians and stuff, which I don't advocate for that. Please don't do that. Violence is not the answer. Not that it may not come to violence at some point in time, but violence is not the answer. Don't do that. Guillotines are a lot cleaner, but that's a totally different. We'll get there when we get there. We are supposed to be a country of laws. Are we or are we not? Even maggots can agree that we are supposed to be a country of laws. Yes? Yes. Everybody has to obey the laws. Why doesn't Trump? Is the president above the law or not? Does he have to follow the laws like everyone else? Is he special, or is the president a king? Because the last time I checked, no kings per the Constitution. All you maggots are talking about government can't tell me what to do. Well, nobody's above the law. You're the law and order party, right, Republicans? Why is the president above the law right now? Is he above the law? I mean, is he above the law or is he not? If he's above the law, then we have a king. If he's not above the law, then why is he not in handcuffs being impeached or arrested? What's going on? What's going on? If the Supreme Court orders the president to do something by law and he refuses, what good's our Constitution? That's what all of our laws are based upon, the Constitution. But if he can ignore the Supreme Court and say, screw you guys, what good is the Constitution? Why does anybody have to obey the law? Why hasn't Congress done more? Why haven't they literally gotten together, grabbed as many knucklehead Republicans and maggots as they possibly can that are in Congress and said, hey, we need to impeach this guy? Why hasn't that happened? Are they stupid or incompetent? Do you not know how to do your job, or are you fucking incompetent? Pick one. What's the point of the rule of law if no one enforces it? You're always willing to enforce the law against black and brown people, no questions asked. You don't care what happens to them. But when it comes to your God King, this orange buffoon who's ruining everything, committing crimes left and right, who has thrown the entire world into chaos, we get this? You see nothing? You don't know nothing? Who's going to enforce the laws? If you're just going to say the Constitution isn't about shit, is the Constitution the law of the land or is it not? You got to pick one. If it's not, then okay, everybody, do what you need to do to make your lives better. If it is, then we need to follow the laws. Everyone, president included, needs to follow the laws. Right? Okay, great. We all agree everyone needs to follow the laws. What do we do? If the law only matters if it's enforced on everyone, then great. We're good. If it doesn't matter, except for when it comes to the president do whatever the hell he wants, okay, then we have a problem. If Congress won't defend the courts, then who's going to defend the courts? This isn't about politics. It's about the future of our democracy here in the United States. Are we going to do something about this or not? Are we going to sit back and just wait and just keep watching what happens? It's not up to the people. Apparently the people spoke. They want this jackass to be president. Now we see what he's doing, and we've told you, everyone, 1,000,000 times what was going to happen if this monster got into office. No one listened. They told us to shut up, and then now it's happening. Now they're crying. The people who voted for him are crying. Now something needs to and has to be done. So who's going to defend democracy? Our elected officials? That's who's supposed to do it, right? But it's not happening. Last but not least, Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Like I said before in one of the videos I did about him, he is patient zero in this case. Patient zero. It's the test case to see if they can get away with, without any consequences, sending American citizens to foreign lands, to foreign prisons, getting rid of the undesirable people that they don't like for any reason. Oh, that guy's a terrorist because he doesn't like kids being murdered in Palestine. Pfft, send him to the gulag. So while you're out there smiling, laughing, and giggling, saying it's the Dems this and Joe Biden that, and you guys are just triggered, and oh, soy boys. Hey, it affects not just me and people that look like me in marginalized groups, the brown people, but it affects you too, because they're literally locking up German citizens who have come here on vacation. So your whiteness ain't saving you, homeboy. You might want to, start getting on the right team, because the team you're on right now is pretty much screwing you over. If you don't believe me, ask your farmer homeboys how it's going for them. With that being said, thank you once again for watching me. I'm sorry this is a long ass rant, but not sorry, because we need to hear these things. We need to talk about these things. We need to stop saying, I don't want to talk about it because of my feelings. Fuck your feelings, literally. Because this affects all of us. Maggots, non-maggots, normal folks, people who voted for democracy, all of us. It affects all of us. And if you are not willing to open your eyes and say with your whole fucking chest that this man is a criminal and needs to be thrown out of office in the worst possible way, then you are part of the problem. You should just shut up and just let the true people who love their country, who want to see good things happen for other people and their country, take the helm. We got this. You and Jesus go play with your wheels somewhere else. We don't need you. Anyway, have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit me up in the comments down below. Please leave a comment if you'd like to discuss this even more. Even you maggots are welcome to leave a comment, because I don't kick anyone out of my comments unless you're an effing racist. So have a great day. Stay safe out there.